Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel, Uptide Productions. My name is Daniata, a director and DP based in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm excited to bring this BTS video your way of my short film, The Package. So what really inspired this short film at this time is the fact that I bought a cinema lens, a 7 Artisans 50mm Spectrum lens. And I wanted to test it out. It took me just a week to put this together. I went on ChatGPT and I asked it to give me ideas of a short film that involves one character in an apartment, a female character. Because the talent I did this with is a friend from church, and she has previously told me that she's interested in film and all of that. So I had it in mind, and ChatGPT gave me some ideas, and this one about the package stood out to me. It was just an idea, and I took it up and developed it, and yes, and we have a short film. I love the fact that it has a message to it. I'm not going to tell you what it is about. I don't want to spoil it. Now, so the location, as you can see, it's an apartment, that belongs to the talent, Jovina. And of course, she has a roommate, and they're all church friends. So they were gracious enough to let us film it there. Yeah, so the story was written around their living room space and their kitchen. It's a great location, and it was great filming there. So now let's talk about crew. There was no crew. I did this all by myself. I could have put together a team of friends who are passionate about this. I actually spoke to one friend of mine. He was willing to come, but at the last minute, he didn't have his car and all of that, so he couldn't come. And I had it in mind to do it by myself anyway, so I was okay with it. Of course, the story was simple, just one character, not too much lighting. I'm going to go into the lighting, how I, went about the lighting, but I knew there was not so much involved, so I knew it was something I could handle just by myself, which, yes, I did, but I ended up being very tired, and it took us much longer than we expected, So crew, it was just me, and of course, the talent has a friend who came to visit, at the time we were shooting, and she opted to help, said she's had some experience, she's been to film school. So she stayed around a little bit, and she helped out filming some of the BTS, helping out with, equipment here and there. So thank you so much, Nadia, for staying. Of course, she couldn't stay the whole time because she didn't plan to stay, but she was really helpful. Now let's talk about gear. I used my Canon R5C as the main camera. I used my Blackmagic 6K just for one shot. I'll talk about that. I used my Canon 20-24 to 70 2.8 RF lens as well, and then the cinema lens. And then of course I bought a slider for a previous project, which I didn't get to use on that previous project because it came late, but it came in really handy on this project at the very first shot. Production design was quite minimal. There's not much that we had to do in that regard. What I would say is the box we used in the short film, we had to make it. It's the box that my 7 Artisans cinema lens came in. So I just used that box, and I made my wife, she was very helpful on this. She created the postal label. I asked ChatGPT to create a fake address for me.
Sell the box.
Whoever sent you this box, Fred sent this, right?
No, we don't know.
We don't know. So
okay.
Decide who sent it.
Okay,
People
guys.
should decide.
In my mind, I'm like, Fred definitely sent it.
Yeah.
It has to be Fred.
Yeah.
I definitely need a knife to open it.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Do not open unless you're ready.
Action. The shooting style, I don't think there's much to say about it, just as it is in the film. I mean, I used a slider for the first shot. I shot, you know, I would say majority of the scenes handheld. You know, a few scenes on a tripod. And then, yeah, the fridge, the inside of the fridge shot where she picked the wine from the fridge. I used my black magic for that. I didn't want to take the R5C off the tripod because I think I had it on a tripod at that point. I connected a wireless transmitter to it to another, you know, external monitor, which really helped out, you know, to pull focus, you know, and set the focus and be able to see what the camera was shooting. For lighting, I knew I was going to use a lot of practical lights on set. I brought along a bedside lamp from home, which is what I placed on the side table, you know, where the box is, like you can see on the screen. I used mostly just the lighting in the space. I added some lights, just some fill lights on this, like you can see on the screen, just to wrap around the talent's face a little bit as, you know, she's sitting on the sofa. For the morning scene, I put my Niwa 150 watt light outside the window just to shine in, to just give that morning sunshine light into the room. Yeah, which I think turned out to be really a really good decision. I'm glad I did that. I mean, first I was contemplating, should I? And I just said, let me put it up and see how it looks, and it turned out to look really good. Apart from that, I also used, for the scene where the character was sitting, eating and watching TV, I used my Niwa tube light. I set it to the television effect and placed it in front of the television because the television in the room wasn't bright enough to give me that TV effect. So I put it right in front of the TV, and I think it did really well. Now let's move to the talent. So like I said, the talent is a friend of mine from church, and she's really passionate about acting. So it was a previous conversation we had. So when I decided to do this, I knew that I had so the day I came up with a script, I called her, shared the script with her. She read it, she loved it. She was available the week after, which is June 19th, the holiday. We planned it and we shot it.
And action!
Now let's talk about sound. So I recorded the dialogue with my Holyland wireless microphones. I just boomed it over the talent, and that's what recorded her audio. And then of course for the telephone, the friend on the phone, I put a lapel on her, and I think it sounded just okay. And also for other sound elements, I recorded about 98% of the sound on set. Okay, so each time after each scene, I would make the talent walk, open the fridge, close it, put the glass down, and all of that. It's a simple story, okay? So I wanted to make it immersive as much as possible in terms of sound design. And I think it turned out really great. I used my Zoom H1N handy recorder to record the sounds on set. And I think, you know, it sounded really good. The only sound effect I had to use was the pouring of the wine into the glass, which is quite difficult to record. So I downloaded that off YouTube. Next thing is post-production. So just the next day after the shoot, I had some free time. I was in between some client work. The shoot was on Thursday. Friday I was free. Saturday I was free. So I decided to just go all out, do the edit and get it over with because I knew that the next week I had to go back to client work. I decided to just kill it and get it out of the way, and I'm really glad I did. I edited in DaVinci Resolve. It took me about 2 to 3 hours to finish with a cut, and then the next day, which is Saturday, I did the sound design, the sound effects, you know, cleaned up the dialogue and everything, and then of course color grading. I'm not a pro colorist. I'm in no way a colorist, but I'm able to just make it look good enough. And yeah, I think it looks great. So just rounding up, a few lessons I learned. First of all, and I knew this already, that doing a one-man show on productions like this can take a toll on you and can result in a lot of waste of time, which is what happened. Of course, next time I would like to plan a little ahead and try to get people on set, to just collaborate. But yeah, definitely, I would definitely want to have other people joining. It was very tiresome. Yes, I almost forgot to mention, we started at 4 p.m. and ended at 1 a.m. 4 p.m. because majority of the scenes in the film are nighttime. And during summer in Georgia, sunset is at about around 9 p.m. So we decided on 4 p.m. so that we're able to shoot the morning scene, okay, when we still have daylight, and then we don't have to wait for too long before it gets dark. Yeah, and I think it was good timing, but by the time we finished, by the time I packed up everything into the car, it was almost about 2 a.m. Will I do this again? Yes, 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 yes. I want to do more of this. It can be difficult making time for passion projects, but this is something I want to try to do. I'm hoping to at least shoot 2 or 3 more short films before the end of 2025 by the grace of God. Thank you for watching. I think I covered everything, and I hope that this video is, inspiring enough for you to also go out and create, okay, and do something, shoot a short film. Just give it a try. Write a short, simple story, even if it's just one scene, and you can use AI to help you. Simple story, you can shoot, edit it, and that's good practice, so that next time your next project will be great. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to try to post more BTS videos of some client work that I've been doing and all of that. So if this is something you're interested in, do well to subscribe and turn on the notification so that anytime I post a video, you will be notified. Thank you very much once again for watching, and have a good one. Bye bye.